Alrighty. Create event. All right, let's just zoom that out. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Dragon Trader. Hope all of you had a great weekend. It's a big week this week. Big week. All right. Everyone make sure you're awake, ready to go. Brain is actually functioning this morning. In a heat alert? Yeah, I've been, where I live, it's been a heat alert the past 2 days. It was like about 90 degrees here the last 2 days, which is quite warm for Michigan. Quite warm for Michigan. But, yeah. Nice, though. Nice getting some warmth. So, how was everyone's weekend? Anyone do anything interesting? We do have a big week this week. I don't want to keep repeating, but it is a big week. We have Botfolio that is planning to be released this weekend, so we'll be sending out a lot more information to the waitlisted people this week. We also are going to release Trendbender, hopefully, this weekend. So a lot of fun stuff this week. It's going to be a very busy week on my end. So I may not be live every single day, but looking forward to it. Yeah, awesome, man. I think you guys will like it. Partly because it's cheaper than SPS, and it's still going to be So it's gonna be really, really good. So just gotta stick to it for longer than a week. That's what I always tell people. Gotta get used to it for longer than a week without giving up on it. We do have your first algo will be Trendbender. Awesome, man. Well, hopefully it's a good one. One thing I would tell you is do some back testing with it. Learn how you like to use it, right? We're gonna give everyone kind of like a base setup for it, but definitely spend some time getting used to it, right? I have a lot of people who try the algos out that end up trying the algos for like a week and they say, oh, it doesn't work. You can't really tell if an algo works after a week. If you're using it for 2 months and you're still struggling, you could, consider trying something else. But if you're not asking questions during those 2 months, being interactive with the group, then that's your own fault. So generally the people who have the most success ask questions, they're interactive with the group, they're back testing, things like that, right? So just keep that in mind. But I'm excited for the release of it. So there is no magic bullet. I assume you begin with them. Yep, that's 100%. If you go in with that mindset, you're gonna do great, I think. So I just try to remind people, you got to find what works for you. The algo will take the entries, but you can manage it however you want. So just remember that, right? Just remember that. But yeah, we do have Trendbender top right. We do have SBS in the other 3. I'll be, per usual, trying to, give you guys some manual trading, not tips, but like call outs of sorts if I see anything. So just make sure you're listening. Trendbender is made for prop firms, yeah. So you'll be able to put in a set amount of risk you want to use per trade, which it'll get as close as it can to that risk. It's not going to be, if you put $200 of risk per trade, it's not going to be exactly 200 every time. It might be 240, 190, it'll be close though. But it's built for prop firms. So yeah, you just got to make sure you're doing it on the right prop firm, because some prop firms don't want you using algos. Prop firms that I know don't care: Apex, Bulanox. Those are the main ones, honestly. But we do have London High from overnight, guys. So I'd be watching for that. Okay, London High to be swept, which is at 21,945. We do have the 50% of the overnight range at 756. And we have Asia low. So we do have some good liquidity areas this morning. Do we get templates and strategies with Trendbender? You'll get a video series, which we're not going to give you templates because we want you to, figure some stuff out yourself. But we're going to give you all the settings that we've found we use right now. I mean, we share everything. We just don't actually give you a template, but we share everything. So you just got to watch the videos and type them in yourself, pretty much. I guess I got to dive into learning NinjaTrader. Not really much you got to learn with NinjaTrader for the algos. You should look up if you don't know how to use NinjaTrader at all. Just Google like a NinjaTrader 8 tutorial or a walkthrough or something and watch the 20-minute video or whatever it is, because it's good to know. It's good to know. So, yep, as I mentioned, Trendbender can be used in Apex. Apex is a firm that pretty much everyone uses with the algos. So, Apex and Bulanox. And I do have codes in the Discord for discounts. So, Apex is, I think, still running 80% off with this code, which is my code. But but yeah, good morning, everybody that's joining. Everyone drop a like, start of the week. Let's have a good week this week. We have 2.5 minutes till the market opens. And we do have, rejection down. We do have PMI at 945. Okay, so red folder news, 15 minutes in. Going to want to potentially just wait for that to look for trades. Off topic. Yeah, I don't have any, man. No skincare. That's very off topic, actually. Very off topic. But thanks, I guess. It's just the lighting in the camera. It's just the lighting in the camera. The camera, I think, can make anything look good. Like, could probably make this golf score look good. Yeah. All right, market 45 seconds. Not that good. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Christopher? What's up? What's up? Hope all of you had a good weekend. Got to be careful this week with all the war going on, war news, all that. So, got to be very careful this week. Be safe. Don't make stupid decisions. Try and take A setups only. Okay. But here we go. Market's about to open. I do expect volatility. Yeah, big concern. Big concern. Dropping on the open, down 30 points already. Again, the algos are on, but if you're trading funded accounts with them, you may want to consider turning it off until after the PMI news. Okay. Maybe even wait till after 10 a.m. to enable them. But again, you got to find your process, what works for you. Okay. For all the people in here, I am doing a Botfolio Q&A. Anyone join, I would encourage all of you to join. So that'll be tomorrow night at 6 p.m. EST in the Botfolio Discord. That's the link to the Botfolio Discord if you're not in it. Okay, so 6 p.m. EST tomorrow night. There is a Botfolio Q&A. We'll kind of showcase everything and yeah, ask questions. Okay, it's gonna be hopefully releasing later this week during the weekend, and yeah, all the waitlisted people again will be getting a ton of info this week. So big drop so far. 60 points down since the open already. Hey Gio, going well, man. How you doing? Hopefully you had a good weekend. I'm currently thinking we might just be waiting for PMI. We have an hourly low at 775 on NQ, so could look for a trade off of there. I would prefer to see London high swept or Asia low swept though. Otherwise, we are kind of just waiting. Glad to hear you're doing well too. Got some guesting over. Nice. Well, hopefully you have a good week, Gio. I think this week will be very, very interesting. I hope it's good price action. I do expect a lot of volatility though, which makes me a little scared. You know, it could be very manipulative. And that's what I'm thinking. But you got a certain bias on the week, Gio. It's kind of unpredictable with the war news. So waiting for the hourly low to be subs. News profile generally solid. It's good pull today. Yeah. Yep. No analysis. Yeah. That's all right. Well, enjoy your week, Joe. So, okay. So, hourly low was swept. We're still above the 50%, which means we're in premium of the range, which generally you'd want to be longing in discount, but did just sweep hourly low. If we can hold above that 50%, can see something. Yeah, hopefully a solid week. I would like to see us sweep Asia low. Asia low is at 707. 21,707. So we need to move down about 50 points. So, and again, news in 10 minutes. So once we get within a few minutes of the news, we're not going to want to take a trade no matter what, pretty much. Morning, Scott. How you doing? We're just chilling, no trades so far with the algos. Waiting for news, I guess, in 10 minutes, so. Late start today, expected volatility. Yeah, I expect a lot of volatility this morning as well. I think most of the volatility will actually come around like 10:15, 10:30, personally. Just because I think a lot of people are just going to be waiting for that news to kind of settle this morning. But big reversal so far. Yeah, volatility in the open for sure. We are in a 30-second short here. In a 30-second RSI short here. We did get a V-shaped reversal though after we set the hourly low and bounced off the 50% level. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. I want to see it push up, kind of. Just for the high of the morning swept. I know that goes against the 30-second short, but wasn't bad long on the bottom. Did you take it, Gio? Yeah, it's trying to kind of difficult. I gotcha. All right. I'm done for the day. Caught along. Caught along. I'll go over my long in a second. News is in 5 minutes here. I did sell a little earlier than my TP. We did end up just hitting my TP spot, but it was just hovering around it, and I don't want to be a dick for a tick, right? So that's what I say. Let me add this trade. All right. So made about 1.35K this morning. I'm up about 13K this month on the funded accounts. So I can show you my stats actually. Little 1-to-1, sold a little early even, but no, I manually trade as well. Algos are all on the screen here shown, so. So right now I'm up, I could take out, might have to take a payout on Top Step here. I can take about a $4,800 payout and I'll still have about $1,000 of room on my account, which is for me right around 5 trades of room, which I know cuts it close, but I don't know, 5K is 5K. All right, let me show 5K is 5K. And that's just from this month too, so it's not bad. I do like building a buffer, having a little bit more room. Let me make sure I'm not like showing anything crazy here. Okay. These are my stats here. So this month so far, week 1, 6.4, week 2, 1.6, week 3, 3.8K. Today, 1.35K. Take 4K? Yeah, I could do that. We're getting a big push right here. My trade actually just would have hit like 1.6R. I ended up trimming for about 1. But this was my trade here. Can't really see it. Entry was at 844.75. Exit was 866. 866. And my stop loss was right under the gap, so yeah, pretty much exactly 1-to-1. So that's okay. Ended up running a little bit further, but can't complain. So didn't want to hold through the news personally. Oof. That was a weird candle too. So MNQ just had a random dip down there right before news. NQ did not have that dip down. Oh my gosh. What a crazy candle. Yeah, I do IFVGs still, Scott. I was going to take some else. You're going for common interest. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if you take a 5K payout, you just have a lot less room on the account, but you can use that 5K and just go buy even like 5 instant funded accounts for like $1,500 if you wanted to do that, right? So you're still net profit, but yeah. So my entry was 21,843. Exit was 866. So made about 23 points. I was risking about 22, 23 points. Right around 1-to-1. I generally try and risk right around 200, maybe a little less than 200. Because all you need with most of these firms is like $200 a day. And you're making good money. So, yeah, if I was still holding there, I might have gotten one more trim higher, but the MNQ just dipped right back down and would have broke even me. So it would have been not good to hold that position anyway. Can't complain. Can't complain. So right now we're still in this 30-second trade. Hold on here. Yeah, so this looks like it's pushing towards London High now, which is at 944. I would have gotten stopped out at break even no matter what because of the random dip spike on the MNQ. We did lose that 30-second trade. That's all right. I did mention we have news, so you might want to wait till after news, but this is the trade I took. I'll show you on this chart. We had a 30-second fair value gap. Oh, where's my rectangle? Right here. Okay. Right here. We swept an hourly low, bounced off the 50%. I bought here once the candle closed above. Exited pretty much once I saw these candles, we started to dip back down, reject the area. Exited here on this candle. And then if I scaled, you know, some here, I would have still gotten broke even here on my runners. So I would have made the same amount of money if I tried to scale, maybe even less. But yeah, very weird because this candle here didn't happen on NQ at all. But take it. Take it, take it. Yeah, so currently this month with my manual trading, actually since I've started these funded accounts, I have what is this? I think I've only had one loss this on the funded accounts. So I've only lost one trade total on these funded accounts. I've had quite a few break-even trades. So I've taken how many trades on this account? I don't even know. I think I've taken about 15 trades on my funded accounts total. 15 trades. And I've only lost one. So pretty good. That's why even going for 1-to-1s is fine if you have a higher win rate. But do you use any bots? I do, yeah. I do. I don't show them on the screen, but Only one trade this morning. Man. Only one trade this morning. So it's been slow lately. It's been slow. I did also get 2 more Apex funded, so I'm going to scale up slowly to 20 fundeds on Apex, just because if you want to make the big bucks, you got to take the risk there. Just a little reminder, with all this war stuff going on this week, it's going to be a good idea, in my opinion, just to take profits earlier, potentially, than you would think, because you don't want to be left in a trade when something news comes out, so. I think we're just live stream till 10 this morning, and then we'll call it, honestly. Do you have a win rate for the last months with the algos? I don't have a win rate on the top of my head that I can just tell you. But I live stream the algos every day for the past multiple months, so. Man, the entry that I had was almost up 80 points. Actually is up 80 points. Oof. This is running. If you took it on NQ, that same trade I took, you'd still be in. If you were scaling, MNQ, no matter where you scaled, you probably would have broke even because of the giant wick down right here, which didn't happen on NQ, but green is green. Green is green. Do you ever use 25K accounts? Yeah, 25K accounts. That's actually the account that I got my first ever payout on, was a 25K account. I think they're good. I think we're gonna just call it a morning, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's 10 o'clock. I am going to. I'm going to go and get some work done for a Botfolio crew. Get some work done for all the Trendbender waitlisted people, because big week this week. Gonna be releasing that those algos. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I think we're gonna do that. We'll be back tomorrow for another live. So enjoy your day. I'm gonna go get some work done for all of you, and I'll see everybody tomorrow morning. See you guys.